which is friendship. And friendship is the state of being friends, the quality of being friendly. Yes, one attached to another by affection or by esteem. An acquaintance, a person you know who is not particularly close to you, a person you have personal knowledge of, is a friend. It's a state of being friendly. Now, is there anything wrong in being friendly to people, in being close to people? Now, there are differences between being friendly and being close to people. Now, you can be friendly to everybody, both same sex, both opposite sex, yet you are not close. You don't have an attachment with that person. So in this kind of case, to have a friendship or have a friendly relationship with one another is absolutely good and right. That is the state of being friendly. But when it becomes above this, it becomes a date. And what is a date? A person you are into an engagement of a specified appointment to meet often has a romantic character to execute. So when you hear people saying, I'm dating this person, I'm dating this guy, I'm dating this girl, it means that both of you has a specific appointment that has to do with romantic character to execute in your friendship. Both of you are not just ordinary friends. You're not just an high friend. There is still ones you can be into a friendship. Your thoughts, your chats, your discussions with the person you are into a normal relationship, friendship with, is even above what you think. You see, this thing has gone out of hand. So when any relationship or any friendship you are into, and it has to do with romantic characteristics, I'm telling you, it's above ordinary friendship. Both of you has entered into a date. Both of you has entered into a close relationship that can make or that can mar your life. Now, as a teen, as a person that is growing up, as a youth, as an unmarried person, as a single, it's not good for you to be in any close attachment with an opposite sex. Yes, anything can happen, anything can occur. So know it that dating is above girlfriend and boyfriend thing. It has to do with sexual relationship. So when we are in secondary school, we see ourselves, we are friends in the class, male, a girl and a female, and a girl and a female. We have relationship, that is friendship. Instead of being friends, we are only friends. But we don't know that some of us at the back, when they get to their streets, some that live together, some that live close, the thing give them space to have a close relationship that later landed one of them into a sexual relationship with each other. So being friends in schools, in streets, having a boyfriend in streets and everything, it's not absolutely wrong. But when it becomes close, it's already wrong. What is this thing? When your relationship, when your friendship, you have a sexual chat, sexual discussions with an opposite sex or with same sex, you guys is into dating, and it's absolutely wrong. So James chapter 4 verse 4, those who want to be friends with the world make themselves the enemies of God. Yes, if you want a relationship, a sexual attraction, a person that can pet you, a person that can pamper you, a person that can mean so much to you, a person that can understand your feelings, a person that can read your emotions and know how to sort it out. I tell you, how can you have such a pleasures and you are thinking that you want to be a friend of God. No, you must choose one. This shows that you cannot love God and at the same time love the world and the pleasures in it. So we must choose and be deliberate with our choice. So it's the ungodly activities like dating and things gained in an ungodly way, ill-gotten things. So ungodly desires are the root cause of evil. Something that you are desperate to have is the root cause of evil. When you are talking about love God one another, the things in the world, you talk about the desires and the sexual pleasures and everything that is in it, not your fellow human being. We should love ourselves, be friendly with ourselves, but we should not go extremely by engaging into a sexual attraction, into emotional attraction with one another, by being close. All these things comes to play by taking somebody personal to your heart, by taking somebody very close to yourself, by being very close to somebody. This is the only way these things can come to be. So friendship that has intimacy that comes from sexual lust is sin, and you are making yourself an enemy of God. Be it a pastor, be it an evangelist, be it a superior, standard, whosoever person that person might be, you will be an enemy of God. So don't classify your anybody very highly than yourself, than God. Let's note 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 8. So the love of a thing which comes as a result of friendship, I love you, my love, my darling, all this has the tendency to fail to die when knowledge comes to you. Yes, this has to do with maturity, wisdom, and spiritual growth. There are levels you will come in your life, you find out that there are certain activities that you engage to, you ever regret engaging them. Like the time we are growing, we engage friendship with the streets, friendship with pastors' children, friendship with fellow church members. We engage it a lot. We are just friends. We have an open mind. But we see ourselves, even in our steps, that person will just come and greet you when we are fetching water, something like that nature. The person will just rush you in the step. But before you know it, you enter into a kissing. You enter into a romance. In as much as it has nothing to do with sex. Yes, it's not anything to do with sex. But that kissing, that romance has made it to be wrong. It's no longer being ordinary friends. It has gone above being friends. So there are some things you will practice as a young person. While growing up, you don't have the boldness to say it out. Even to your younger generation, even to your siblings, you will not have the guts to say, I engaged in sexual games. You people will enter into bush, cassava bush, and hide there and kiss, romance yourself, touch your clitoris, touch your penis. You will not be bold to say those things to your generation, to your children. Yes. Why? It's because you have come into maturity. You have come into some knowledge, some levels of knowledge, and found out that this thing is absolutely wrong and it's not right, and it's not even worthy to be mentioned. So when knowledge comes upon you, you will find out that why have I engaged in this kind of thing so far? Why have I ever been inside this kind of thing so far? So being in your classmates, your street mates, a maid in the house, you have a maid in the house, or your parents has a maid in the house, and you guys are into a relationship that has to do with romance. It's no longer ordinary being friends. You have grown and have come to a point of intimacy that can make you or that can marry you.